bought me a car. He personally bought it to me. Chrysler 300 Hemi. And there it is. There that boy is right there. 22s on that boy. Only thing wrong with it just the seat. And you got a what'd he say? A oil leak. That's it. That's that grown man engine right there. Yee. What's the deal? It's your boy Bobby B, aka BK Motorsport. We got the Chrysler 300. I gotta change the rear main seal so we can jack it up. Get up under there and see what we got going on. Y'all stay hydrated out here in this heat. I got it up in there. Always safety first, jack stands. Got in the air, we're gonna see. I'm gonna get up under here and see where it's leaking at. All right, we can see it's dirty under here. We got to clean some of this, all this old, dirty stuff. We can see that we slinging oil, so we can see right here, the oil leak coming from right here. Right here, it's pouring down. Right here. This is the motor. That's the transmission. It's flicking it all the way back here onto the exhaust. Yeah, we're seeing it's flicking it all right here. Back past the transmission onto the exhaust. As we can see, I'm running straight pipes back there. So what we're gonna have to do is drop the exhaust. The exhaust, 2 bolts right here. 1 bolt and 1 bolt right there on each side. Drop them down, get them out the way so I can drop this transmission down. All right, I'm up under the car. As y'all can see, finna get some stuff situated, take some stuff off, and let's go with it. As y'all can see, I'm up under the car. BK Motorsports like. Starter boats. You got 3 boats. 1 at the top, 1 right there, 1 right here. I just loosened that one. Starter right there. Gotta clean it off. Alright. So this boat right here is a little short boat. These 2 boats right here are transmission boats. These 2 boats, one of them went right there. And one of them went right there. This little bitty boat goes right there. Right there by this boat, go in that way. It's another boat that's up there at the top, we can see. That's a transmission boat. So we're gonna add him over there. That's a transmission boat right there on that side. Then we got 1 right there. And I think that's all the boats for the transmission. All right, so this is the transmission mount. There's 4 13mm bolts. And then you got 2 under the bottom to take this transmission mount off. They go 1 of bolts right there for the top. All right. Transmission bolt, motor mount bolt. Transmission mount. One right here, another one right there. All right, so drive shaft bolts. This the back of the car. This the exhaust. So these the back drive shaft bolts back here. We got 3 bolts, T60 with an 18 on the back. Got it on all 4 jack stands, so I can actually get the drive shaft from under here. Alright, so that's the transmission mount. That's exactly how it goes in. Up here, right under this drive shaft. This is the transmission. I don't know if y'all can see it. This is the bracket. Those bolts right there lines up with those 4 bolts that goes into the transmission mount, and then there's 2 under there that goes to it. So now I can get to the drive shaft, the 3rd drive shaft bolt, and I can actually get some action. But this is the rest of under the car where I'm at. Once I do that, I'm unscrew those 2 bolts right there to sling the drive shaft down, and but I'm gonna get the exhaust out of here first. So as we know, this is an 18 millimeter on a 3/8 ratchet. I got an 18 millimeter wrench behind it. We see that it's loosening. I can twist this, and we see it's pretty loose. I'm gonna take my 3/8 ratchet electric wrench, put it on here and take the bolt out, and the drive shaft up here will be free. And there it is. I got a bolt and the nut. All the bolts and the nuts are away from the drive shaft. So you know what that means. We loosen up over here. So on to the next project we got going, which is taking the exhaust off. All right. So right under a transmission, it's a 10 millimeter. This is how you get to the torque converter bolts. Move this little plate right here. This is 10 millimeter, and that's how you get to the torque converter bolts to unscrew from the transmission. All right, I got that dirty mud. I need to clean it. I'm gonna spray all this with brake cleaner. Now you can see inside there torque converter bolts. So once I spin the flywheel, I can get these torque converter bolts out. All right, next on the list, I need to unscrew this so I can take the transmission dipstick out of here. Let's see what it is. Let's see if it's a 7 millimeter, 6 millimeter. Who knows? All right, so it's an 8 millimeter. I done discovered it. Give me a little drive. Y'all hear the chicken? Chicken's around here somewhere. Right there. But 8 millimeter. That's the bolt. And that I'm gonna leave it on there so when I go back with it, I can know where it goes. I ain't get the chance to record this, but got the 2 nuts out. As we can see, the exhaust is actually ready to come out. The exhaust is ready to come out, so I'm gonna disconnect it from the back there, and I'm gonna slide this boy out. Alright, so I took 1 donut off. Gotta take this donut off, and there's 2 more back there. But these exhausts is heavy. I'm glad I got my cousin Ray Ray to help me. Cause they down right there. I really can probably leave them like that to get my transmit. Nah, fuck that. Let me take that out. So I didn't record. I got the exhaust from under here, as we can see. The exhaust are unbolted from under here. So we got the drive shaft. So we're gonna get up under them. Alright, so we're gonna take these drive shaft bolts right here down, drop this drive shaft down, and then I'm gonna get to another couple bolts. These are 13 millimeter. Alright, let's get it. Alright, so I'm up under the car. We got the drive shaft. This is one of the bolts that goes right here. And now I can twist it. As y'all can see my tire twisting. I can twist it. I already got that bolt. I got one more bolt to get. Right there. Twist it so I can get to it. And let's get it. Alright, so this is a T60 and this is an 18 on the back. That's how you get it off. You twist it the opposite way. Now I got it loose, so I'm finna take it from right here. Take the whole drive shaft and bring it down so I can actually get it out. Alright, I'm finna take this 13 millimeter bolt off the starter. It goes right there, a little white piece right there. That's what goes on the ground for the starter. That little piece right there goes on that lip right there for the starter. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I think I got a bolt right there, which is a ground bolt to get the transmission off. Alright. So I just got the bolt from up here. It's on that bracket. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's a bolt, a two-headed bolt, and there's one more on the other side. They gotta get off, but I'm gonna get the talking rod bolts off first. This is what it looked like. 2 ends on it. This end go in. It's a 14 millimeter. This end is on the outside. As we know, I got a ground wire. This ground wire right here in my hand goes to this bolt up here. Alright. So we can see that's a torque converter bolt. That is a 13 millimeter. I'm gonna really see if it's a 12, but what we're gonna have to do is turn the flywheel to get these bolts out. Alright, up under the car, and as we see, we got some space in between the transmission. We can see the torque converter.
From my end?
And yeah, we finna get it done. We got the jack. And yeah, let's go with it. Alright, so got the transmission separated. Finna drop it down, take this little bolt out, and it's ready to roll. Alright. Got the jack up under here. Got all the bolts unloosened. We got the bracket from up under here. And now the weight is on this right here. So now, I'm gonna drop this boy down. Okay, so this...
Well, not, because that could be anywhere.
Right. This is the flywheel. It's going here, the 2 holes here. We got to line up.
You want this hole.
Okay, so this hole right here
is off to the passenger side.
Off to the passenger side, and you got the 2 bolts in between.
Because all this shit looks the same.
Right.
But you got 2 holes by itself right here. You got 4 holes right here. You got 3 holes right there.
You got 2 holes.
2 holes, no other hole. Passenger side.
2 holes on the passenger.
You got 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight down.
Okay.
And you got 3 holes up there.
3 holes up here at the top.
11 o'clock driver side.
All right. All right, so this is the rear main seal. We noticed that the rear main seal was leaking. So these are the bolts to the transmission up here, as we can see. My starter go right there in that corner. This is the rear main seal. This is how everything bolts back. I need to get a new O2 sensor down there. Take these bolts out and get with it. I'm finna drain the oil, and I'm finna be done for the night. AutoZone, getting the torque converter sealed. This the old one. Of course, I busted it to get it out of there. It didn't actually look like it was damaged, but you might as well change that. Well, you know that you took the transmission down, so you know that you good when you change it. What's the deal? It's your boy Bobby B, aka BK Motorsport. We got the transmission out up here on the ground. Got the torque converter. Got my new seal that's finna go in here. I took the old seal out, which is right here. This is my bracket. Clean this out a little bit. Now I'm finna put this seal in here and clean some of this with some brake fluid and put this boy back in there. All right, so I'm up under the car. I'm finna take the rear main seal off and put the new one on there before it gets too dark and try to stab the transmission back in. So, let's go. So I took 2 bolts off. I'm using my 8mm. Little ratchet, little wrench. Got it right here. Come on, bro. Alright, so I got all the bolts loose. The 2 under the bottom right here. Now I'm finna peel it off. Alright, took off the old one. Alright, here we go with the new one. Here go my gasket grease. So I gotta actually put this under these bottom bolts to get it sealed in. And let's go with it. Alright. Y'all already know how BK Motorsport get down. So we took this O2 sensor off because it was broke. My cousin threw it across the street. I don't know where it went. I was gonna show y'all it. But we got this one right here loose. We cleaned my surface for right here. So now we finna go back with the seal. Stay tuned. Alright, y'all, so there go the O2 sensor. See, that's a no-no. That's not what y'all want in y'all car. We're going back in with the new one. Yeah. Bro, so we don't have music when we, what's the name? That's Lit Joe. I'm finna put me some music on my phone. Fuck him.
Hey, yo, that nigga, that song you made, War Ready with the Rush Hour beat.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I like that. This old rolling 60 ass nigga throwing.
That's what I was finna say.
Oh, yeah, rolling 60 ass nigga throwing good old music. I don't like rolling 60.
Nigga say around 60. Alright, so we're putting the flywheel back on. This is how I had it on the video. This is how it's supposed to go. This is how everything line up and bolt up. Gotta put you some Loctite on there and put it in. Alright, I'm back at it. I tighten down the flywheel bolts. Gonna push the transmission under here and bolt them up. And yeah, let's go with it. You feel me? Oh, and do some new O2 sensors. Waiting on them to come. Alright, finally got my new O2 sensors. So we're gonna put these on, put some more bolts in the transmission, put the bracket on, probably be done for the day. What's the deal? I'm up under the car. It's your boy Bobby B, aka BK Motorsports. I'm getting this transmission tightened back up all the way, putting some bolts in. I just got my new O2 sensors, came in the mail. As you can see, those are brand new O2 sensors. We're gonna make sure the connection works, and yeah, let's get it, y'all. Alright, so I just put the bracket up here behind the transmission. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can put a couple more bolts over there to the transmission. I'm gonna tighten this down, and I'm gonna let the transmission down and see if we're stable. Alright, so I'm tightening up this bolt up here, which is on this bracket, which is a two-piece bolt. Well, not a two-piece bolt, but it's a nut that goes on the other end. You got a 14 millimeter. It goes into that little black bracket right there. I put the other O2 sensor on here, as we can see. Tighten it up here. On the back side, we're gonna see what this one go to, which is the other O2 sensor. So we're gonna get that in. Okay, I put my transmission lines in. Got my transmission line over there. I just gotta put the clips in, but just held them up there so I can get all that transmission fluid stop leaking. Alright, I'm finna drop my jack down. Pray for me, y'all. Hope the transmission don't fall down. No, it's not gonna fall down. I'm finna drop the jack down and take some pressure off of it. Alright, so I got these torque converter bolts in. Y'all can see that right there. Finally, after 3 hours later. So now I'm gonna spin it, and I should be able to get all of them in, and then I'll tighten up the transmission bolts. Last two torque converter bolts. This been all day long. Alright, tighten up the connection to the transmission gear shifter. Put the starter in. Tighten up the starter. Now I just gotta put the exhaust, transmission bracket, and the drive shaft, and that'll be it, y'all. Alright, so put the drive shaft back up here. We finna bolt it back in, and we putting this support bar. So the only thing I gotta do once I put the drive shaft in is jack the car back up at the back and go ahead and put the exhaust in. And these little clips right here for this little thing, and we done. Alright, so getting the drive shaft tightened up. Tighten it down there. So I can put the exhaust up, the shield up, and then I can put the exhaust shield. Tighten this, and then all I gotta do is a couple more things and I'll be done. Alright, so I'm tightening up the transmission mount, the two bolts right there. I'm gonna put putting them one right there, one at the top, one at that top right there. Finna get it going. Got the transmission lines, my O2 sensor. Got everything hooked up down now. Last but not least, once I do this, I gotta tighten down that exhaust support right there, and that's it. That'll be it for the night. That'll be it for everything. I can drop them on all fours. Alright, so tighten up the bolts. Tighten the transmission mount. Now I'm finna take the jack down. One last thing. Tighten this bracket up. And yeah. Once I tighten that bracket up in them donuts, it's a wrap. Alright, we back on the ground, as we can see. Back on the ground. Finna put this good old oil in here, some transmission fluid, and crank him up.